Alright. We should be up and running. Welcome to the stream and chat. We've had a first look at the this little village we're in the daytime. And we've had a look at it at the nighttime. My goal for this stream is to just successfully get through the daytime portion of the game without missing anything crucial. So, let's start it up. Behind you, cries the princess. It's a trap. Too late. The drawbridge crashes shut against the tower wall. You turn to face your enemy and find yourself staring into the open maw of a thermofax. Only your magic sword can save you now. You swing it high, speaketh the word, and stand unhurt as the blade absorbs the searing dragon breath. The reptile bellows with rage and flaps its wings to fan the fire in its belly. You are advancing, sword poised to strike, when a familiar voice shatters the daydream and stays your mighty hand. Wishbringer, Magic Stone of Dreams, copyright 1985, it says. It's an introductory adventure, so it's supposed to be relatively easy. And here we go. You are on a hilltop, overlooking the seaside village of Festeron. To the south stands the post office. It's a little brick building with a neatly trimmed lawn. Post office door stands invitingly open. Roads down the hill to the east and west. Run down the hill to the east and west. There's a signpost nearby. Someone inside the post office is calling you. Alright, so. And that's south. Alright, so let's go south into the post office. Time, 3 p.m. That's okay. This is the lobby of the Festeron post office. The walls are lined with small private mailboxes and wanted posters. A service counter runs along the entire length of the room. Your boss, Mr. Crisp, is behind the service counter, reading other people's postcards. Mr. Crisp hides the postcards away as you enter. Where have you been? He barks angrily. Daydreaming again, eh? I've been looking everywhere for you. Your score just went up by 1 point. Your total score is 1 out of 100. What next? I want to... Let's read these wanted posters. Wanted. For impersonating a storyteller, Professor Brian Moriarty. Brian Moriarty's the author of the game, so it's kind of funny. Little Easter egg. Okay. Mr. Crisp reaches under the service counter and pulls out a mysterious envelope. We just got this special delivery, he snarls, tossing it onto the service counter. I want you to drop it off right away. That means now. Was there anything else? Is there anything else here to, I guess we just get the envelope. I don't think we can mess up yet. Get envelope. Alright. Score just went up by 5 points. It's now 6 out of 100. Mr. Crisp drums his fingers on the service counter impatiently. Deliver that envelope, numbskull. The magic shop closes at 5 o'clock. What next? Alright, so what are we going to do next? Read envelope. Hey, Michelle, welcome to the... Right, I'm going to go close that door real quick. Alright, so the envelope in the Wishbringer package. Let's see what we got here. It's going to be before, it's probably going to be after all this part. Okay, so there's our envelope. Special delivery, the tower. Proprietor of Ye Old Magic Shop. North Festeroon, Antheria. Jesus. Blah, 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 blah. Don't open this envelope until the story tells you to do so. Infocom. Alright, so there's that. There's our envelope. Okay. Let's get envelope. Mr. Chris Rumbles. Quit stalling. Okay, let's get the envelope. Just in case we don't already have it. You're already holding it. Mr. Chris Wales. Scram. Alright, so let's go north. Oh, we want maximum verbosity. Read signpost. You're in a hilltop overlooking the seaside village of Festeroon. This is where we started. To the south stands the post office. Little brick building with a neatly trimmed lawn. The post office door is closed. Roads down the hill to the east and west. There's a signpost nearby. West to cemetery. East is marked to Festeroon. So we know from last time that the dog is going to stop us from going to Festeroon. And so we need to go through the cemetery. So I'm going to save. That looks good to me. And overwrite the existing file. Just use that as a general quick save. And we're going to go west. And we're outside the cemetery. And it's standing next to an open iron gate that leads west into the Festeroon Cemetery. A road runs east to the top of Post Office Hill. Alright, west. The cemetery is a fearful place. Are you sure you want to go in there? Yes. Creepy corner. You are in a creepy corner of the Festeroon Cemetery, surrounded by silent tombstones. An iron gate opens to the east. A narrow lane wanders north. Alright, let's go north. And we're in the spooky copse. A copse of willow trees makes this part of the cemetery look really spooky. Narrow lanes wander south and west. There is an open grave nearby, freshly dug, with a tombstone erected next to it. An old gravedigger is resting under a willow tree. The gravedigger nods a greeting as you approach. Read tombstone. The tombstone next to the open grave is blank. The Gravedigger notices the mysterious envelope you're holding. That's a mighty mysterious looking envelope you got there, he says. Let's have a look at it. Show envelope to Grid to see if this works. Gravedigger. The Gravedigger peers at the address on the mysterious envelope. He mutters, handing it back to you. Could have sworn I buried that old woman years ago. You were again holding the mysterious envelope. Couldn't ask for a nicer day for digging graves. Well, let's examine the Gravedigger, I suppose. He's the town Gravedigger, a village fixture since before you were born. Got to go, says the Gravedigger, picking up his shovel. See you soon. The old man ambles away to the west. Well, that's kind of... So even in the daytime, in this town, when things are relatively normal, it's still kind of creepy. All right. Well, let's have another look around. Let's save again. Just use that for a quick save for now. I think we're good. We just had to wait for that guy to go away. Otherwise, he won't let us in the grave. So, examine grave. 6 foot deep, freshly dug. You see an old bone inside. And see, we know from our previous look at the daytime on the first stream of this, we know we need the bone to get past the dog so that we can get into town. So we're going to have to go down into the grave. Oops. Down into the grave. You're at the bottom of an open grave surrounded by 6 foot walls of dirt. There's an old bone here. Get the bone. Your score just went up by 1 point. Your total score is 7 out of 100. And go up. With great difficulty, you manage to climb out of the open grave. And let's check the map. So now we want to head back towards... Now we want to try to get into town. Well, let's go ahead and save, because we got the bone. Yep. Alright. So... Is this the map I'm looking for? Yes. Dun, 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 dun. Which, of course, you would have hand-drawn yourself wandering around in the game for the first few days. Where am I at? The Copes. Okay. So I'm here. So I want to go south. West, west. Yeah. South once, and the rest is west. I mean east. East, Jeff. Jesus. South and then east. Alright. Now, do I want to check out the Twilight Glen? Do I need the umbrella? That is the question. Well, that's a good thing we saved right here. Let's go check this place out first. So let's let's go west first, just to check it out. And I can always come back to this save. Alright. And go west. Alright. The trees here are so thick, it's almost too dark to see. You can make out an open iron gate to the north, and a narrow lane between the tombstones winds off to the east. There must have been a burial here recently. Somebody left their umbrella leaning up against a tombstone. The Gravedigger is locking the iron gate from the outside as you approach. Keep out the cemetery. After dark, he tells you with a sly wink. You can hear him chuckling as he disappears to the north. Huh. Let's get this umbrella and examine it. Examine the umbrella. It's carved like a parrot's head. Open umbrella. Okay, close umbrella. Okay. Okay. Inventory. Umbrella, a bone, and an envelope. Alright, so let's go east. South. And back east again. We're outside the cemetery. Alright, woo, that cemetery sure is spooky, no shit. And east to the top of the hill. And now let's go save the game and go east into town. Outside cottage. You are outside the cottage of Miss Voss, the town librarian. The road runs north to the village, bends upward to the summit of the post office hill. As you approach the cottage, you are greeted by the tiniest poodle you have ever seen in your entire life. It charges across the street, yapping angrily and showing its sharp little teeth. You can smell the poodle's hot breath as it yaps. So we're going to give bone to poodle. Take that, you little fucker. And my score just went up by 3 points. Cool. Hey, welcome to the stream, Brandon, the anime guy. This is the third one on this game. We've explored the daytime town, and we've explored the nighttime town, and I think the last stream I was like, man, this like gives me like the upside down and Stranger Things vibes. Of course, this is from the 80s. All right. The poodle tests the old bone with its tongue. It lies down and begins to gnaw on it, keeping a red eye on you. Well, it won't let me get to the cottage. We found this out like in a previous stream, but I can go north into the town from here. And your score just went up by 3 points. Your total score is 10 out of 100. Alright, so let's go north, past the poodle. Yeah, I think this one's 1985, and it's introductory. It's supposed to be easy. I played these on the Apple IIs and on Commodore 64. And we're in the Rotary South. The poodle yaps a threat as you back away, but I was able to go north. This is the south side of the Festeron Rotary. A road branches south towards Post Office Hill. The Festeron Public Library, famous for its museum of local historic artifacts, stands proudly on the nearby corner. Miss Voss the town librarian, is locking the library door as you approach. So evidently we can't go to the library. Just the person I was looking for, she exclaims, smiling brightly. So now what do we do? Well. Let's, librarian, I guess. Examine librarian. Okay, the library door is closed. I guess it only... Miss Voss retrieves a violet slip of paper from the depths of her purse. Be a sweetie, and give this note to your dear boss, Mr. Crisp. Dear boss, Mr. Crisp, my ass. She coos, holding the note out to you. I'd be ever so much obliged. Alright, get the frickin' note. Read note. Because you know we got you. Okay. Your score just went up by 3 points. Your total score is 13 out of 100. Miss Voss hurries down the street. Thanks. Toodie-loo. Read the note. The name Corky is beautifully handwritten on the outside. What happens if I try to open the note? Or the envelope, as far as that matters. But the violet note isn't addressed to you. Okay. Fine. Fine game. Save again with our just default using this little quick save because I think we do need the note. Well, let's see where we're at here. So okay, the seahorse is over there. I think we get points for that. And so alright, so let's go up into the park, north to the park anyway, and then we'll head east and save the seahorse, because at least I'm aware of what to do there, and I think I get points for that. We'll see. Alright. So we'll go north into the park. We got a statue and a fountain. You're standing in a circular park surrounded by the Festeron Rotary. Walls converge from 4 directions on a shallow marble fountain filled with sparkling water. A statue stands in the middle of the fountain. First, let's examine the statue. Heroic commemoration of one of Festeron's founding fathers, dressed in a fancy military uniform. And let's examine the fountain. You see a gold coin and a goldfish in the fountain. Well, let's get that coin. Alright. Got the coin, which is what I missed before. So now I want to go east. Rotary East. Eastern side of the Festeron Rotary. A street branches off to the east towards the bay. On the corner nearby stands a charming little movie theater. Show times and admission prices are listed on a schedule near the closed entrance, and a marquee announces the current feature. Now here's another place where, even in the daytime part of this world, things are pretty effing strange. The marquee shows an outline of your mean old boss, Mr. Crisp, triumphantly stepping on the face of a hapless mail clerk. Underneath are the words, "Have you delivered that envelope yet?" in big red letters. Okay, that's a little creepy. Well, well, well. Oh yeah, seahorse. East. Leave that big mailbox alone. Okay, Pleasure Wharf. You're standing near the entrance to the Pleasure Wharf, the town's most popular tourist attraction. The wharf extends eastward into Festeron Bay, and a tidal beach curves north along the shore. To the south stands a ramshackle old building, colorful lights, curious electronic sounds, and a neon sign beckon you through the open entrance. A big mailbox is nearby. All right. We don't want to go to the... I don't think there's really any reason to go to the arcade other than to take up time. So let's go ahead and get these let's get these points from the seahorse. I think I get points for the seahorse. And then we'll go check out the... we'll at least go look at the arcade. Alright, so... So I'm going to go east. Wharf's End. The sea-worn planks of the Festeron Pleasure Wharf end abruptly a few feet to the east. You are surrounded by the blue, sparkling waters of Festeron Bay. Apparently, a careless fisherman has just left the wharf, for lying on the planks is a little seahorse, its gills moving in and out with its dying gasp. The seahorse looks at you with moist, frightened eyes. So we want to get the seahorse. And the seahorse opens and closes its little mouth pathetically. Throw, drop, seahorse into water. Does that work? Splash. Yep. The seahorse floats without moving for a few anxious moments. Then it springs suddenly to life, circling and splashing joyfully in the waves. Before it swims away, it looks up at you with an unmistakable expression of gratitude. All right. Did we get points for that? We didn't get points for that? We bastards. Well, okay, so let's go west. Let's save. Go south. Is that the arcade? Yep, the video arcade. All games, one token. Well, I ain't spending it here. Not yet, anyway. This old building is the home of a sleazy arcade lined with coin-op video games. The machines are all deserted and quiet except for one in the corner, which emits a feeble waka-waka sound. A sign on the wall says all games, one token. So let's examine the machine. The game machine is equipped with a video screen, a joystick, a big red button, and a narrow slot for tokens. A lurid logo, Leather Goddesses of Phobos, is painted on the side. Alright. Let's go ahead and go north. And check our map. Actually, let's go west first and then check our map. Yeah. That puts us at Rotary East. See, I didn't go... Well, it looks like there's two ways to get there, and it looks like it's okay to get there in the daytime. This looks like someplace I can only do at nighttime. So let's go north, and that'll take us to Rotary North next to the church. Alright, that's what we'll do. Dun, dun, dun. Fuck that movie theater. On the corner stands a quaint village church. Its little white steeple is straight out of a country postcard. The church door stands invitingly open. So let's enter church. You're standing inside a beautiful old church. The aisles are diffused with rich-colored light streaming in through the stained glass windows. A lighted candle is visible in a nook near the exit. Let's see what happens when we get candle here. A voice from above solemnly proclaims, "Thou shalt not steal." As you look around the empty church, a little white mouse scurries across the floor and disappears. Now, do I have this thing or not? No. Okay. That's fucking funny. Alright, so we've checked out the church. I don't know what the deal is with this mouse, but okay. Exit church. Had enough of that place. Alright. We still got almost an hour to deliver the envelopes, so what do we want to check out now? I better I'm not going to go to the edge of the lake because if I move that pile of leaves, I lose points. So I don't want to do that again. And alright, so I'm going to go ahead and work towards delivering the mysterious envelope. That's what I'm gonna just head towards that, unless anyone's got any other ideas. I don't really feel like backtracking to the jail at the moment. So let's go north. And we're south of bridge. South side of covered bridge that spans the Festeron River. Paths lead off to the east and west. The road leads south to the village. I'm on the bridge. Read the sign. Leaving Festeron. Next time you're in town, visit our fun-filled Pleasure Wharf. Okay. Go north again. North of bridge. This is the north side of the Festeron Bridge. Sheer cliff walls rise abruptly to the north and west. A path wanders east along the shore of the river. Alright, so east. You're at the bottom of a cliff that rises up from the north bank of the river. A steep trail winds upward. A gnarled tree trunk stands nearby, a lone branch. Its only adornment. Examine the branch. Dead branch is about 6 feet long. It's a dead branch, huh? It's 4 p.m. Better hurry. The magic shop closes in less than an hour. Alright, I am gonna go ahead and make a last save here. Our last quick save. I think an hour is plenty of time to get this thing delivered. But that's one of the reasons I don't want to overdo it on exploring every little nook and cranny, because there is a bit of a time limit. But if you didn't download the maps and played the game right, you'd spend a lot of the time doing just that, making the map. So here we are at the cliff bottom. Let's get the branch. See what happens. Crack. And it falls to the ground. Okay, so there's the dead branch on the ground. So let's get up to the magic shop. So we go up, west, north, up, east, south, up, and we're at the cliff edge at the top. All right. You're standing high on a rocky cliff at the top of a steep trail leaning downward. Looking southwest, you can see the shadow of a post office hill. You can see the shadow of Post Office Hill creeping across the village as the sun sinks into a bank of clouds. The peaceful scenery is disturbed by a teeny figure emerging from the distant post office. It stares at your direction for a few moments, checks its wrist, and shakes a threatening little fist at you. A little old-fashioned store stands nearby. Its brightly painted shutters and thatched roof remind you of something out of a fairy tale. A curiously painted sign over the front door reads, "Ye Ol' Magic Shop." Alright. So we made it to the magic shop. I think we have everything we absolutely need to continue on into the darkness. Let's see here. I'm going to drop the umbrella here. So it'll be here, but so I can pick it up, but I don't think I need it. Enter shop. Open door. The magic shop door is closed. Okay. A concealed bell tinkles merrily. Okay, the magic shop door is now open. Enter shop. And we're in. Inside the magic shop. Alright. So. I'll be right back. I gotta get something to drink. Famous last words. I don't think I'll need it, right? Lo and behold, I need the umbrella. Dang it. All right. You're in the front showroom of the magic shop. Yes, it does remind you of the Zork game. It's made by the same people, Infocom. Or in the case of the mainframe version of Zork, before they was Infocom, but same guys. Every inch of wall space is crowded with magic tricks, puzzles, and mystical paraphernalia. The glass case offers a selection of obscene jokes and naughty birthday cards. In the corner stands an ancient grandfather clock at style, ornamented with a frowning crescent moon and other celestial symbols. When I checked it out before, it just read the same time as what the game said it was. The front door of the magic shop is wide open. At the west end of the room, you can see another exit concealed by a curtain. A sudden gust of wind slams the magic shop door closed. A concealed bell tinkles merrily. Alright, so let's check out these naughty cards. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Alright, game. Cool. The noisy tick of the grandfather clock is making you uneasy. What else we got here? Read jokes. Can't keep your mind off that stuff, eh? The curtain opens so quickly it makes you jump. The woman standing before you is older than your oldest aunt. Her thin, pale face and bony hands make her look fragile, like a fading signature in an antique book. But her eyes remember everything they have ever seen. You praise one another for a long moment before she breaks the ice. Welcome in, welcome, she chortles. Don't get many visitors this late in the day. The room seems oddly quiet all of a sudden. Alright, so. Jesus, wind. Let's, getting ready to give her the envelope. And then we'll, go from there. Dun, 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 dun. So. Give envelope to woman. Your score just went up by 5 points. Now it's 20 out of 100. Does that mean I'm a fifth of the way through the game? The old woman turns pale as she takes the mysterious envelope from you. It's been a long, long time since I last saw this handwriting, she murmurs, turning it over in her hands. Hoped I never would again. She starts to open the mysterious envelope, thinks better of it, and hands it back to you. Will you open it up and read it to me, she pleads. I'll never find my glasses in this mess. And I am once again holding the mysterious envelope. Alright. Well. You should now open the mysterious envelope in your Wishbringer package. Oh, yeah. So go to the PDF here. We got... And dun 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 dun. And now the game told us to open it. And it's deliver the magic stone to me before the moon sets, or you will never see your cat again. The evil one. Okay, so her meow meow kitty cat's been kidnapped. Okay. Okay. Even though we've already read it. Oops, not in the game though. Read letter. Score went up another point. That's good, that's good. The old woman is motionless as you read. Glancing up, you see tears of anger forming. But she turns away as your eyes meet. Kidnapped, she whispers after a long silence. She paces aimlessly around the room, deep in thought. Many seek to gain the stone of dreams, she mutters, mostly to herself. Yet few can imagine the price. For years I have fought to conceal it from the evil ones, another like her. My youth, my home, my family, all were forfeited for its protection. And now, her voice breaking with emotion, now it claims my only companion. Impulsively, the woman snatches away the letter and envelope and crumples them in her trembling hands. No one is strong enough to guard Wishbringer alone. Alright, now what? Well, I suppose an examined woman is better than a wait, so... You see nothing unusual about the old woman. Fuck off, game. I don't think I can't scroll up in cool retro term, unfortunately. But fuck off, game. The fucking description of that lady was creepy as fuck, and there's nothing unusual about that. You see nothing... Any case. The old woman makes an effort to compose herself. Thank you for coming all this way for me, she says, reaching up to a shelf full of cheap gags. I know I'm not supposed to tip you, but take this little trinket anyway. The woman holds out a small metal can for you to take. Your can. The can rattles in your hand. I got 3 points for taking the can. Can rattles in your hand. It's getting dark outside, the old woman remarks, and you can almost hear the capital D. Maybe you should be getting back to town. Open can. Yow! When you open the can, a 3-foot plastic snake springs out. It hits you in the nose and lands harmlessly at your feet. Oldest trick in the book, remarks the old woman, chuckling despite herself. Try it next time you want to get rid of somebody. She stuffs the snake back into the metal can, closes the lid, and hands it back to you. The old woman hobbles over to the magic shop door and opens it. A concealed bell tinkles merrily. Keep a sharp eye out for my cat, won't you? She speaks slowly and distinctly. Bring her to me if you find her. She's black as night from head to tail, except for one little spot. White spot. Right here. The old woman touches the middle of your forehead with her finger. The light outside dims suddenly like a cloud passing over the sun. Check my inventory. Make sure I have this can. Your body seems unwilling to respond. Whoa, I can't even do an inventory? But there's nothing unusual about this old woman. Okay, game. Go find. The old woman takes away her finger. Your forehead is tingling. The stone of dreams can help you in your search. I cannot reveal the place where I have hidden it, for the evil one would see your thoughts and take the treasure for herself. You must discover it alone and rely on legends to instruct you in its mysteries. As she speaks, the old woman gently leads you through the door of the magic shop. She pauses before closing the door. Return the cat to me, and Wishbringer shall be yours. Her name is Chaos. A concealed bell tinkles merrily. And I'm at Cliff's Edge, and the umbrella is still here. Alright. And so, and notice the time has jumped to 6:01 p.m. This is where I'm going to go ahead and save the game and do a hard save and call it Wish Start, because we're going to start the yes and overwrite the old one. It's messed up. And we'll start the place of this town that's similar to the Upside Down in Strange New Worlds next stream. Maybe that'll be tonight, maybe it won't. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Does it tell us anything when we say... What happens when we say score? Let's get our score. 24 out of 176 moves. Quit. Whoops. Might help if I... Yes, I want to leave the story. Boom. Alright, so thanks for watching. See you next time.